On to you, Gemini. So you have the Magician, Four of Wands, and the Four of Swords. So the Magician is Mercury. So Gemini, Virgo, or Scorpio. And obviously this is for you, Gemini. So this is 2024 yearly overview. The Four of Wands, the Four of Swords. A lot of you Geminis need to really kind of be very patient about trying to meet someone, because I'm seeing that you Geminis may want to run to the altar too quickly, or have other people run to the altar with you, hurry up and marry you too fast. And that's a problem. Still, it's a problem. Even if they're trying to marry you, that's still a problem, because who's to say that those people are actually marriage material, right? Who's to say that they're cut out for it? They could be a quiet storm. They could be very attractive, but then at the same time, they could be ruining your life, or could ruin your life behind the scenes. So the Six of Wands and the Nine of Wands is about this some people wanting to like hurry you up because they feel like, let me show you, because they feel like they're out of time, and that if they don't hurry you up, they're not going to get the marriage that they're looking for. But to you Geminis, this type of stuff should just look suspicious, because why are they trying to hurry you up? So maybe they have something else that they've got going on, you know? And if they have something else to hide, then obviously that's not really, you know, because people usually want to get married very quickly because they have something, usually they have something that they're trying to hide. Or if not trying to necessarily hide it, right, intentionally knowing that they're hiding it, they just did, which is kind of a problem in on itself. They could be too emotional, in the sense that the way that they're perceiving it, they're in such a honeymoon phase, to the point where they'll be like, okay, let's go ahead and get married, when they should really just slow down a minute and not get married and actually get to know you, right? Because people who usually, like I said before, want to hurry things up, speed up the process of getting to know you, because a lot of you Geminis will meet brand new people, but it just, you know, people, especially at the beginning of the months, towards the middle of the year in 2024, just this idea of, you know, really needing to kind of like take things quickly. And for you Geminis, you're like, why? What's with all of the speed exactly? Notice how in this picture, the person has golden wands, and this person, majority of them are red. Notice how this person is holding the golden wand, and so this person is holding the golden wand. But notice how this person in the blue has the golden wand in their hand, and they may have a golden wand, but they're wearing red, which is like the red wands in the background in this picture. So it's like, so this is what I'm talking about. Like, so you and this person, so you and these people in general, you just have to really pay attention to that and understand that, hey, you know, just because you know, this person is telling you that, it may sound charming, that's not really flattering. That really shouldn't be flattering to have somebody, you know, tell you that they want to hurry up and get married to you. And like, sometimes people put that into the wrong context, in the sense of, you know, that's kind of melodramatic and you don't really feel that way or whatnot. I mean, maybe the person does feel that way for all we know, but you just can't get married so fast. I honestly think that no one should really be going down to the courthouse and getting paperwork. I think that from, you know, experience, people are supposed to be grown enough to be like, look, I go with you, you go with me, we're together. If you cheat on me, and if you decide that this is not what it is that you want, we're going to have to separate and figure things out ourselves. You know, we really only get Johnny Law in the mix only up until the point where the two families, including ourselves, really can't really come to any kind of agreement whatsoever, really. But then the Two of Swords now represents how when you Geminis turn some of these people down that would want you to get married to you so quickly, or trying to speed up the process of a relationship, maybe not necessarily marriage, but speed up the process of the relationship, right? It's like they, talking to you one time, and now all of a sudden it's like, now they're claiming you. We're together. You Gemini's trying to slow them down. Like I said, they may not necessarily understand that. So you Geminis may have to really, they may not really observe this about themselves, that they need to slow down. They'll see it, but they may not really accept the fact that they may need to slow down because they see it like a loss. But then the Eight of Cups and the Death card represent, when it comes to relationships, though, you got everything, and you got, I ain't gonna say everything, but you got a lot of the different things working for you around this time. A lot of you Geminis, financially, you're doing well. If you have a job, I don't really see a lot of you Geminis getting fired. I see a lot of financial opportunities, just essentially things are starting to stack up. Things are, like I said, like the cups, things are starting to work well for you Geminis in your favor. And, you really should want to protect that. The Death card represents a lot more transformation, right? And a lot more opportunity. That's my cat down there. A lot more opportunities. Cat here swimming around. But a lot more opportunities for you Geminis to really, like I said, financially grow, right? A lot of career opportunities, working for a company, maybe even working, having your own business. But emotionally as well, it's all wrapped up in there, because just kind of have, things working well, and you Geminis needing to see why it would be a good idea to actually date anyone seriously as you're getting to know them, right? Like what exactly is the idea behind trying to speed up the relationship and move so quickly? Once again, a year is 12 months. So it's like, the person is trying to get hot and heavy with you in 2. Now, and what I mean by that is that you may hear the idea of let's move in, or let's hang out, or they'll try to get closer to you somehow. And some of you Geminis may be dating other people, right? And you may let them know that. But they may not necessarily be hearing you, or maybe you are dating other people, right? But they may not know that. Maybe you're not dating other people, but you just want to essentially, not run so fast. I think that there's a very good pace to have, right? I think that there's a placement, I know that there is a good pace to have. What works for you, right? There's a pace where it can move too fast. There's a pace or speed that can move too slow, or sometimes it stagnates, And for every person and, every couple, you need to decide how fast the pace is going to be. And that really is established between if you're dating, it really depends on if you're trying to date long term. If you're trying to date long term, can the two of you travel as far as a relationship is concerned, right? At a speed that it works for the both of you. Not only that, but also can the two of you travel at a speed where it may be slower than what you originally intended, but you could still deal with that. And sometimes when it comes to, I talk about pushing the pace, which is to rush the person and doing this stuff. Sometimes it can be a little bit too much of a rush all at once to, you know what I mean? Like trying to take a person to a family outing on the first date. It's like, nah, don't do that. Don't do that, because, do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, do that second month in, third month in. Don't, or later. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't start doing that first date. That will think. So it's like how fast or slow do you Geminis want? You know, and people will bring a lot of pressure to you, and it will be up to you, Geminis, to be your own matchmaker yourselves by learning the ropes to this stuff. You know, now the training wheels are off. Now you have to kind of understand what's good for you. Personally, I don't like it when a relationship is going too fast or too slow. Personally, I don't necessarily mind the whole physical romance thing, because if we're building up to it, it's not lasting too long where I gotta wait a whole year and none of that, you know, nothing crazy or any of that type of stuff, but we're building up to it and we're getting closer. I don't necessarily have to try to go immediately for it immediately, right? But at the same time, if I'm going so slow to the point where I'm like, you freezing me out, I'm just gonna leave. You understand? So it just depends on how fast or slow you really want for you. So let's clarify the strength. And the Page of Wands, and you have the Page of Wands, Page of Cups, Eight of Swords, okay, and then you have the Ace of Cups. So this is about, and the reason why I mentioned the whole job situation is all of this stuff has to be cohesive. All of these things, you okay? Okay, all of these things have to be cohesive. Hold on a second. Just to kind of numb out the noise. But all of these things have to be cohesive. All of these things have to make sense, right? You can't quit your job because of your partner. You know what I mean? So all of these things have to be priorities in your life, is what I'm trying to say. And the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Cups is about how, but also, right, you really want to pay attention to the direction of it as well. And don't delude yourself, because you have the Page of Cups. Don't delude yourself. If you think it's moving too fast or you think it's moving too slow, say something about it. And if things still don't go really right with the two of you, where the two of you have similar values, then you can always break up with them. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace.